Hey everyone, so I decided to go ahead and turn the camera on. I am pruning these tomato plants. It's becoming a jungle out here in these tomato plants, and I'm seeing some evidence of some disease that wants to start. So this is what I got pruned so far, and that was just off of these two plants here. This one here, I know it looks naked, but it's perfectly fine. And then this one here. Okay, so you see how they're just becoming too leafy with suckers and such. So I just need to create some airflow in here. You see how the air can now get in there and in between, and also to prune all the way up the stems. Over here it's thick, it's dense, the leaves are touching. You can see here that there is evidence of some disease that is starting, and that's because there is moisture on the leaves that doesn't get dry because it doesn't have adequate airflow. And if I don't take care of it, if I don't prune these and give them some airflow, they will all have a disease, and then I won't have any tomatoes. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just pruning these, and basically I'm going all the way up the stems. I'm gonna try to leave each plant 2 stems to grow. I probably don't even need that, but some of these might end up being single stems just because they're so twisted and just the way that they're growing. So depending on how they're growing and how they look, I might go ahead and single stem them, but normally I do a double stem growing. So if you don't know already, this is a sucker. This little leaf that's growing in between the Y here, this is called a sucker. This sucker will grow into a whole new stem about as thick as this one, and it'll start to produce flowers and more tomatoes. And that's okay if you want that, but I don't. I have plenty of tomato plants here. I don't need the suckers producing any extra tomatoes. I want actual good size on my tomatoes. It's not the quantity of tomatoes that I'm looking for, it's the quality of tomatoes that I'm looking for. So that's why I prune, because I want my tomatoes, my existing tomatoes, to have more energy put into them to grow bigger and better. If there's a sucker growing, the plant is going to put energy into this sucker, and it's going to take energy from the tomato plant, the stems that are producing tomatoes that I want, if that makes sense. So I'm going through here, I'm pruning all the way up the stem of at least 12 inches, because these tomato plants are not super tall. But I am going to prune as far up as I can, and definitely prune all the suckers off of these. Alright, this is the end result. I know it looks a little scary, but believe me, it will pay off in the long run. They'll have nice airflow in here, and we will prevent all the disease that comes with having crowded tomatoes. I'm going to get in here and do the lower leaves of these. These are determinate tomatoes, so I don't feel the need to prune all the suckers, but I do want to create the airflow at the bottom. So I will do that much. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my twine. I don't know if you can see it, it's right hanging out of the... I'm going to get my twine, and I'm going to support these so that they can grow nice and upright. I am going to do the peppers next. Just the bottoms of the peppers. These ones, like I said before, super stunted. I'm not even going to bother those. But these ones over here, I am going to prune the bottoms. So I got these fence posts. At least that's what I'm thinking. It's for like an electrical fence or like those panels there. See, I don't know if you can see it really well, but I got like a panel right there that you can put onto these little hooks here, or maybe an electric fence. I don't know. Anyhow, they sell these at Menards for like $2. So I picked up these and I put one on that side and I put one on this side, and I'm basically gonna do like a Florida weave across that way. These ones here I have pruned, and I've gone ahead and used my twine to support them, at least to keep them from falling into each other. These two sides have poles on them, stakes, poles, whatever, and I'll probably put two on the other side as well. But that's what I got going on. I'm gonna go ahead. The ones against the fence, I have just tied up to the fence to keep them from leaning forward, so they're all good. But these ones here along the front, I need to support. So that's it. That's all I got going on, guys. That's it, guys. That's all I got going on. It is really hot out here today, even though it's not the hottest that it has been. Sitting out here in this sun is pretty hot, but I'm gonna finish up here and I'll see you guys on the next one. So until next time, the more you know, the more you grow. Bye, guys.